Hey everyone, it's me. It's been like forever since I've made a video, and so I just thought I would update everybody on where things are, what's been going on, and what my goals are going to be for 2019. I mean, obviously, I'm still going to be stepping on stage, but I've got some other goals and stuff too, and let's just talk about 2018 as a whole. What a year it's been. So I think for 2018, the lessons that I've learned and what I've come through with is that I'm way stronger than what I ever thought I was. I did my first powerlifting meet, and it was a huge success in my book. I did a second meet in the month following. That was a lot of fun and and it was successful as well. And then I did a charity one just recently. I was able to watch my best friend compete in her first powerlifting meet, which was amazing. And it was just so fulfilling to watch her hard work and dedication pay off, and she did an absolute amazing job. So huge shout out to the BFF Carrie on her amazing job. Let's see what else has gone on. My son was approved for Social Security disability finally. He's also on Medicaid or Medicare, whichever one it's called, which is a huge blessing because he now can make sure that he has his medication and everything, because at some point in time he was going to age out of our private insurance, and I just really wanted to make sure that he was going to have that ability and the capability of being able to continue on his medication. We were blessed with a really kind person that has allowed us to go to their home and work with their horses, and that's been really therapeutic for my oldest son, and we're very, very grateful and appreciative of her time that she has given to him thus far, and we hope to continue that therapy and the friendship with her and her animals. They're just absolutely beautiful and majestic, and he is just flourishing in that aspect. As far as him getting a job, it's a struggle because he has such limitations, but we're not going to give up hope, and we're going to keep trying, and we'll just continue to support him in whatever endeavor he feels as though he wants to go for. The youngest one is still doing amazing. He's excelling in his advanced placement classes. He's been straight A honor roll or regular AB honor roll. He is flourishing and excelling in his band playing, or his musical instrument, which is a trumpet. He made the all regions team, and so we're extremely proud of him, and we'll continue to support him in whatever it is that he wants to do. My husband's done really well with his new company. He's been with it for a year. He has done some traveling, and he's enjoying the company and the flexibility and the freedom and the opportunities that are coming down the pike for him are endless. So we're very blessed in that nature. For myself, I've definitely noticed that I kind of sidestepped my faith journey. I really miss my church and my church family from Maine, and I know that it was our decision to make this move from Maine to Texas, and I wouldn't change anything about it, and I wouldn't take it back, because this has been an amazing decision that we've made. It has blessed us in so many ways, and I think my biggest thing is so currently on my weight loss journey, I am down 61 pounds, and I have noticed that it wasn't just weight, like fat and stuff like that. That I've lost a lot of emotional weight, and just a lot of guilt and anger, and so I've definitely got more to lose, fat and emotion and anger, but it's just been such an amazing process, and to really just sit back and think about it and look at it, it's like, wow, I didn't realize how much I was carrying around and what that fat really represented. And for me, I think that I was finally able to openly admit to my husband and my brother how suicidal I was before we ultimately made the 100% decision that we were going to put our house on the market in Maine and leave. It, I had said many times that, I didn't want to live in Maine and I didn't want to be in Maine. And I didn't feel like I could live anymore in Maine. And that was my way, I think, of silently crying out for help. And it's nobody's fault that nobody caught it, or or nothing like that, but it was ultimately I couldn't live, because for me, losing my mom, I lost everything. And so it's still been, it's still a struggle with the holidays and everything. Year 2 is definitely a lot harder than what I expected it to be. I think with the year 1, a friend of mine actually said to me that year 1 you just kind of go along with emotions and you just do what you're supposed to do, and you're kind of still numb to the pain of the loss. And year 2 you actually have lived for a year and gone through many of the cycles of grief. And so when year 2 hits certain holidays is when you're even more like, whoa. And definitely I can see where this person was coming from. She herself had suffered a tremendous loss. So I definitely take her advice and her thoughts very seriously when it comes to the grieving process, because she's got obviously experience in it. So so definitely year 2 was a lot harder. My emotions were all over the map, and they literally weren't even on the map. They were literally all over my body, and all you had to do was hug me wrong or look at me wrong, and my feelings were hurt, and I felt a lot of pain and a lot of anger. So so that was the holidays. Even with that part of it, it was still an amazing holiday. My kids were happy. I was happy. My husband was happy. We were able to, with technology, I was able to FaceTime my princess that I spoil rotten. I was able to see my brother and his kids, and that's just, simply amazing. So I'm very, very thankful for technology and the ability to have that at our hands, at our fingertips, ultimately. A friendship that was on the rocks early in the year, I'd say probably at mid-year, was actually mended, and I'm so very thankful that there has been a lot of grace between me and this person, and we have just discovered more about each other and discovered more about our friendship, and how deep it runs. And she's just an absolutely amazing person, and she tells me like it is, and I love that. And sometimes she literally has to just be like, you need to back it off a little bit, and and then come at me differently, and and I so appreciate the brutal honesty that she gives me, and it's amazing. And she's just a really great person. Another friendship currently is on the rocks, and do I know where it's going to go? No, and that's okay. Because I've always said everything in life happens for a reason. We may not know the reason at the time, and we may not ever know the reason until we go and meet our maker and we read our life story and we go, oh, that's why that happened. And that's okay. But as a person who likes to know what's going to happen, who likes to plan things and likes to be on top of all that kind of stuff, it's really daunting and frustrating when you don't know why things are happening the way they're happening. I have discovered that I kind of lost myself a little bit here towards the end of the year. I think I had a slight desperation of wanting to just fit in somewhere, and in trying to do that, I lost myself, or lost not only just myself, but lost the person that I was trying to become. When I was in Maine before I left, I was very heavily involved in my church. I was very heavily diving into my Christian faith, and when I moved to Texas, you know, the faith here is, I mean, there's still Christians and everything, but the churches are completely different. The expectations, or at least what I thought of expectations, were so different. And so I just felt so very much out of place. And like, I just felt like I wasn't good enough to be within their congregation. It didn't really matter which one I visited, which one I stayed at. I just didn't feel like I was good enough, and I just didn't feel like I fit in or fit the mold. And so I think I just kind of gave up and tossed it to the side. And when I tossed, you know, my faith to the side, and I tossed my quiet time that I would give to God to the side, I like resorted back to the person that I was before I had initially found faith and found God. And that person's ugly, that person is rude, and that person is crass, and she has a quick tongue and lashes out, and I don't like that person, and I don't want to be that person. So you know, it's taken some events that have happened within the year for me to really kind of step back and be like, okay, what's off center, what needs to be fixed and stuff. And so definitely my faith journey needs to be resumed, and I need to understand that I need to stop putting so much pressure on myself to fit into this perfect mold, or this perfect box of what I think a Christian should be. So you know, that kind of, you know, gets me going into my 2019 goals. So the goal ultimately is to bring everything, bring the best package that I can to the stage in May, not only for myself, but to represent and honor my mom, because the show that I'm doing is on my mother's birthday, which is already a highly emotional day, and I need to have laser focus, and I'm ready to 110% commit to it. And I'm excited for what this journey is going to do for me. I'm excited the level that it's going to take me to. And I mean, I'm definitely fearful of some of the hard parts of the journey that, you know, you hear chatter and stuff from other competitors, like, you know, when they're food deprived, or they're carb deprived, or, you know, when they have to start depleting water, what is it like? You know, so I'm fearful for those things, but I know that if I have a good support system in my corner, which I do. My husband's amazing. My best friend, Carrie's amazing. There's amazing staff at the gym that I work out at. I have an amazing coach. So, you know, if I can, you know, continuing to keep them in my corner, I know that I will be able to do anything that I put my mind to. And, you know, first and foremost, by adding some faith time back into my life, I think will definitely just be the cherry on the top for this journey. So 2019 goal, definitely to try and bring the best package that you can for a first timer on stage. I want to try and maintain positivity at all times, like looking at all situations that are presented to me and try to find the positive in it. And every person that's presented to me, whether they treat me illy, whether we have a poor interaction, just try and find the positive in it, because, you know, when you start gossiping, and you start looking at drama and getting involved in it, or you start to think negatively, or you start to chatter and bring yourself kind of down, and let it get to you, then you lose that positivity. And to me, just like, you know, I want to do my best to try and be a ray of sunshine. And I think that when I get on my you know, get back on my faith journey, that's just going to be coupled with the positivity, because, you know, when I was really deep into my Christian faith journey in Maine, you know, there wasn't anything that could, I don't know, it was so weird. I know, like, before my mom died, there was a few times where she was just like, what? You know, why are you know, you don't have anything bad to say about this or anything bad to say about that. And I was like, you know what? No, I don't, because everything happens for a reason. There's a purpose in life for everything. So you know what? Let's just let it play out and see what happens. So I'm definitely gonna want. My hope is to start. I'm not even gonna wait till 2019. I'm starting this now, to just take some time and just be thankful and positive and grateful for everything that I have now and everything that is coming down the pike for me and what's planned for me and what he has in store for me. I want to continue to inspire others with my journey. You know, I do have my personal trainer certification. However, I don't don't want to say I don't find joy in doing one-on-one, but it's not like my ultimate favorite thing. I really enjoy doing group exercise, like HIIT classes, things like that. That's where my niche is. I really love doing those. So, I'm hoping to continue teaching HIIT classes, and I really, really want to work on our debt. My goal is I am going to literally, and I may even record it, and I might post it or I might not, I don't know. But I'm thinking about literally taking every credit card that we have and cutting them, and then removing them from all of the shopping websites and stuff that we currently have, and that we use a lot of, and really stick to a plan of, hey, if we don't have the money at the end of payday for this item that you want to purchase, not a need, but a want to purchase, then it's not purchased, and we can set some money aside to go towards it, and maybe in a couple of paydays we can purchase it. But I really want to have a little bit more freedom and ability to spend some money, and not have to worry about debt. So that is another goal. So bring the best package to the stage, get back on my faith journey, find my God again, work on my debt, be positive at all times, just find something positive every day in every situation that is thrown my way. And I don't even know, I gotta have a fifth one, I guess, because I don't know, 4 is a round number. I like round numbers. I don't know, I just I don't know. It's just been an up and down year, but a good year. It's been a phenomenal year, and I am just so excited for what 2019 has to bring, and I'm looking forward to it. And all of my pets are now going to come in and join me, so I guess I'll just end it with oh, there's the new dog, with thanking whoever is watching, thanking those who are a part of my journey, thanking those who offer grace to me on a daily, sometimes hourly, sometimes on a minute basis, because I'm flawed. I'm very flawed. We're all flawed, and we all have room to improve on ourselves. And, number 5, self-care. Yes. I am going to continue with my self-care. Maybe not only on Sundays. Maybe I'll throw in 2 days per week. We'll see. But I definitely am enjoying the self-care, and I'm glad that I added that to my 2018 goals and regiment, because it's definitely been very nice to have that little bit of quiet time for me. Maybe read a little more again. I'd love to read again. Maybe that. I don't know. My mind is always reeling. My mind is always going. So there's never an end, I guess. But anyway, so thank you guys so very much for watching. Again, unedited, extremely raw. This is me. This is how it is. And sorry that it's taken me so long to put something up, but life's crazy, and I just forget to do it. I'll be honest, I just forget to do it. So thanks again, y'all. Have a great one. Bye.